Well, hello, my darlings, and welcome back to our channel. I am so glad you are here. Today, I am going to show you how to create a chandelier centerpiece. I sure hope you'll stay tuned. Here are the supplies that you will need for today's craft. I will be sure to leave a list of all of these items in the description box below with direct links to each for your shopping convenience. Here are the tools that you will need for today's craft. Now, let's get crafting. The first thing we have to do for our project is glue two of these foam rings together. And to do this, we're simply going to go in with a foundation of hot glue all around the top of our bottom layer of foam. And then we're going to sit our top layer of foam in that glue and allow it to set for a few moments. Now, in the essence of time, I'm going to combine the second step. And all I'm showing you here is how to measure or get the correct placement of that black felt on your piece. And to do this, all I'm doing is taking a paint marker, or if you have a pen, a pencil, anything that will leave a mark on that black felt so that you will know exactly where to cut. And once you have done that, it is simply going to be a matter of taking your scissors and cutting right along the inside of that line to get your felt circle and then placing it on the bottom of your piece. Now that our foundation piece has been set and dried into place, we are now going to embellish this. What I'm going to be using is this rhinestone encrusted ribbon that we worked with on Saturday. However, if you so desire, you can use any fabric ribbon or even your rhinestone for this part. But how I'm laying this ribbon is simply taking my hot glue, placing a stream of that hot glue right at the base of that foam, laying that gem studded ribbon into it and allowing it to set before I continue to lay my hot glue. So here is our foundation that we have embellished with our rhinestone crusted ribbon, and now I'm going to show you how to put together the second part of our piece. Now I am going to be putting this together using simply my hot glue, because in the end I'm going to take this down to source it for materials to create additional projects. However, if you are making this for an event, I very humbly suggest that you do so either using a permanent glue or a two-part epoxy, since we are gluing glass on glass. Now that we have cleared that up, as you see, I'm taking my hot glue, I'm placing it on the brim of that glass candle holder, and I'm simply setting my vase onto the neck of that candle holder, and I will allow this to set for a few moments. Now that we have the two parts of our centerpiece in place, we are now going to join them together. That glass piece is simply going to sit on the inside of our foam piece. Now, what I'm going to show you here is how we are going to attach our crystals to our glass. I am using a length of 10 crystals on each strand. Again, I am going to affix these with hot glue because I'm going to reuse these pieces. However, if you are going to be creating this for an event, I suggest using an instant glue, something like a crazy glue, to affix these crystals to your glass vase. Once you have affixed your crystal to the top of your vase, you are then going to take a greening pin and you are going to anchor that crystal to the greening pin. I am going to continue this process going all the way around, following the east, west, north, south pattern, and then filling in my intermediary directions. So here you have our piece with all of our crystals hung, and I couldn't stress to you enough, my darlings, make sure you are using a crazy glue or an instant glue to get this done. Now, what I'm going to show you is quite simply how easily it is going to be to embellish the rest of this foam using our flowers, bearing in mind that when you are going to set this for your event, you're going to have to do it in 2 stages. The first, where you're putting down your foam. The second, where you are placing your vase in that hollow, anchoring your chandelier strands, your garland strands, and then placing your flowers. And all I'm doing here is just making sure that I am covering as much of that foam as possible so that it is not going to be visible to our guests. I'm going to continue to place my floral arrangement, and then I will be back to show you our finished project. Well, here you have it, my darlings, our chandelier centerpiece. Isn't this simply beautiful? Now, although this project did not take a long time to create, the simplicity of it does not take away from its elegance. And so, I think, my darlings, I would have to say that we have nailed yet another project. Now, for those of you who may possibly want some additional drama with this piece, I humbly suggest going in with a few more strands of your crystal garland, which will give you much more surface area from which the light of your candles can reflect. And so, my darlings, I would just like to take this time to thank you for spending a few moments here with me. Please know that it is appreciated, and I look forward to seeing you next time. Until then, I say to you, please, please, please take care of yourselves for me. Know that I love you all. Bye now.
If you're impressed with what you see, feel free to like and subscribe.